There it is. Well, you haven't seen anything like this, have you?
Nobody ever has, Red.
You say there used to be a ballpark here, with a field smooth and green, where men batted a ball flung by a pitcher who surveyed all from his mound of diamond dirt. Yes, there used to be a ballpark here. East 66th Street and Lexington Avenue was at the heart of Cleveland baseball.
The Indians won the World Series here in 1920, and the Cleveland Buckeyes won the Negro League Championship in 1945.
Here an old stadium wall talks, whispering stories of when it was young, as were the men who chased baseballs bouncing on a field of green. The walls are buffing up, strengthening again. This is League Park, once home of the Cleveland Indians and the Negro League's Cleveland Buckeyes. This is where they played. When the hometown teams left in the 1940s, amateur ball players moved in. Eventually, the amateurs also left, and the aged League Park fell victim to time and neglect.
We are restoring an original Major League ball field, and Cleveland kids are going to get to play on the ball field where Babe Ruth hit home runs, where Indians won World Series.
City officials and construction workers under coaching of Cleveland Mayor Frank Jackson are getting League Park suited up again, running the bases again. A rebuilding season? Yes, for a field and grandstand to hit away again.
We've been doing a lot of the exterior renovation of the old bleacher stand and the old ticket house.
Yeah.
And then we got the new concession stand.
For me, nostalgia. Decades after the major leaguers and Negro leaguers had left, I was among the kids who played sandlot ball here. My footsteps along the historic stadium wall are not solitary. The city's director of public works walks, remembering with me.
We're trying to make sure that young people have a place to play baseball in a historic place, and it's just about Cleveland.
An old Cleveland Indians home is back in the game. Its rebirth sends a call down the dugout bench for sandlotters, high schoolers, and other baseball-minded. League Park will be a civic home plate for the community, lifting baseball sounds into the neighborhood air just as it did generations ago.
From the early part of the 20th century down to the 1940s, the Cleveland Indians played in this neighborhood. So too did the Cleveland Buckeyes of the old Negro League. Residents could sit on their front porches and hear the crack of the bat send the ball high into the Cleveland air. Well, all of that baseball sound and feeling is coming back right here.
Me and my husband, we came here because of this. We were told this was going to happen, and he was like, yes.
When I was a kid, I played a couple of games here on League Park, right here on that field, right out there. I was talking to Michael Cox, the City Hall official, and he and I got to reminiscing about playing games here. We realized we probably played each other on this very field back when we were kids. Good memories. Baseball in Cleveland.
I played second base.
Yeah.
I was pretty good.
Yeah, I bet you were.
I was pretty good.
I was at third base. Well, you and I might have played
Yeah, we might have played each other.
A couple of veteran little leaguers, slower afoot now, but still able to turn the double play, even if only in their baseball memory.
This is the original wall of the bleachers of League Park.
A corner of my memory, Cleveland's East 66th and Lexington Avenue, which is also part of my future. Past and future linked like thoughts of a couple of graying nostalgic players, recalling how it was when there was an old ballpark here, and when the crowds cheered, and the runners ran the bases of League Park. Yes, there was a ballpark here, and there will be again.
Johnson pulls up at third with a triple. Aaron Robinson went out the relay to first. It's a double. Joe Page now pitching for New York. Ninth inning, mixes on first, one out. The left-hander takes the stretch, checking the runner on first. Edwards at bat. The right-hand hitter swings. It's a ground ball hit out toward short. Rizzuto up with it over to Sternweiss for one out. The relay to first. It's a double play. The Yankees win. And Joe Page, who hurled 5 relief innings of scoreless ball, is mobbed.